Um, we don't have the problems we had last time. As you can see, my bead room is trashed behind me, so I'm like trying to hide a lot of the mess with my body. It's not working. But it's just stuff everywhere, all over the place. So you'll probably see some of it throughout the show. I might end up having to get up. I don't know what we're making today. I have like a loose idea. I had a bead drop today in my bead store about an hour ago. So we'll be focusing on some of that stuff. But I'm excited. We hit 25,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I saw a couple comments come through. Hi, Terry K. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for joining. So I'm just like in shock. I want to make it to 100,000, but I honestly, when I started, I was like, oh, maybe 15 people are going to watch my channel. So I'm like so excited that we're at 25,000, and it happened like in the blink of an eye. I know I've been doing this for like 5 or 6 years, but still it doesn't feel that long. Hi, Tona. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Laura. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Lita. My goodness. Hi, Rustic Dragonfly Designs. Hi, Carol. Hi, Althea. Hi, Tatum. So I'm wearing the necklace we made in the last live. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, this is really upsetting me that you guys can see. Like, I've got a painting there that I never hung up. I've got like a whole TV tray. And then that's just like bags and boxes of just stuff that's come into the house, and I haven't done an unboxing video and I haven't put it away. So if you guys can deal with it back there, then I guess I can deal with it too. I'm seeing who. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Dee. Hi, Carol. Hi, Libby. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Leah. Hi, Dee. Hi, Marie. Hi, Jean. Carol says, no worries. Thanks. Carol's my kind of lady. So I'm actually really hot. I was just running around. It's hot here in Arizona. I don't actually know how hot it is. What's the temperature? Let's see. It's 108. It's 78 in my house. So it's a little warm. I gotta cool down, but I was just running around. I just put makeup on, just did my hair, all that. So we'll cool down. Hi, everybody. Oh, I love you all. You're all like, who cares about a mess? Hi, Fran. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Christine. Carol's laughing at me. So, 84 in Vermont. Hi, Mary. Yeah, Deborah says I still have 2 bargain bee boxes sitting on my table. So I did that big bargain bee box unboxing like a week or 2 ago, and then I found one, like the second I finished filming that, I found one that was like older than that, still unopened in the bubble mailer, and I was just like, you have a problem. But I guess it's better than drugs, I guess. Better than being hooked on drugs. Hi, Doris. 81 in Seattle. Leah, for the most part, I know where everything is, but I'm starting to get to the point where I don't know where things are. And that's freaking me out, because usually, like, I know where even if it's 6 layers deep, I know where it is. Now I'm starting to miss things and not be able to find it. And that's a problem. So I did I would say big clear out on the desk the other day, looking for, when I was making that leather bracelet tutorial that I posted last Friday. I was looking for all the bracelets I made in the one before that. I still haven't found them. That's what's freaking me out, because I don't know where they are. Like, where could they be? There's my bead room, my clay room, and my bedroom. Those are the only places that I have like jewelry stuff. So thanks, Libby. Oh no, Tatum, no. I'm sorry you didn't get the $5 off. Aw. I'll let them know that you signed up with my link. Leah says, I know I have things, but I can't find it when I want it or need it. Yeah, that's starting to be the problem. So I need to, the problem is we have a lot going on with day job, YouTube, JTV, bead store. So this is the result of all that. 89 in New York. Ooh, yeah, I bet you're pretty humid too. We're dry heat, but honestly, I was pumping gas yesterday. I was like, I feel like I'm in a blow dryer. Like, that's what it felt like. It felt like I was in an air fryer or a blow dryer. So anyway, I'm so glad to be back. I want to show you some of the stuff that I made and put in the bead shop today. And then we're just going to make something. I don't know. And then we're going to do, yeah, I'll find it when I'm looking for a pair of socks. You're right, Marie. Then we'll do a giveaway. I don't know how I'm going to do the giveaway, because maybe I'll just pick a random number and have you guys guess. I don't know. But we have 25,000 calls for a giveaway. And then I think I'll do another one in the bead group, and maybe another one just like on the channel not live, but like the live one, I want you to be here. So if you're not here to respond to the winner, then it's going to go on to the next person. And we're probably going to go for an hour or two today because I don't have anything else to do. I took today off. Ooh, Tatum, I can't wait to see what you made from the shop too. I saw your order come through, Marie. Thank you so much. Yeah, she got some good stuff. But I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that I have in the shop, and then I'm going to make with some of the stuff. This is my newest baby, and I'm calling them mud cloth inspired pendants. These are polymer clay pendants that I made myself, and they're inspired by African mud cloth. And if you don't know what that is, it's a specific cloth that you can find from Africa, and they all have these beautiful designs on them. They're more primitive designs, but they're gorgeous. And I kind of translated that into some beads. So I am, sorry, I'm cleaning up one of these. I can't believe I didn't trim this before I brought it in here. And of course, it's the only one in this color. But it started with these mustard color ovals. And I just love them. This one's upside down. And I just love them. They're easy for an earring, but pairing them with brass, pairing them with chevrons, pairing them with African recycled glass is going to really level them up. And I'm going to show you a couple things that you can do with these today to alter them. So I know a lot of you are, you want it straight out of the box and start using it. That's something that I really love about my pieces. Like you could just put this on an ear wire and go. But I'm going to show you ways to alter it. Now, I'm not going to do that because it takes a lot of time for me to make these pieces, but I'm giving you ideas, and I'll tell you about the tools that you can use to alter your handmade beads. So I did it in a mustard and black because duh, mustard's like the #1 color. Love it. Love those so much. And I was like, what if we did a white and black one? Because, geometric looks, it's just so great in black and white. So I did these black and white ones. Hey, Katie, glad you're here. So we did this black and white pair. I just love, 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 love these. We're going to probably have some more black and white stuff in the shop coming up soon. Just don't know when or how much. And then I also did them in this like rust red. Okay. So rust red and black. And I cannot tell you which one's my favorite. I thought, oh, I'm never going to love anything as much as I love these mustard and black ones. But then these two showed up today, and I was like, oh, they came out of my brain today. And I was like, oh, I love all three of these equally. So thankfully I can make as many as I want. But these are the three colorways in the shop right now. All right. And I don't know how long these are. I put them next to a ruler in the shop, but they're about 3.5 inches long. So they're very long. You can dangle them more. You can use them as a pendant here. You can turn it sideways, drill another hole, and use it as a pendant like this. There are so many different things that you can do with this. So I'm seeing some comments fly through. I love the red and black. I love the black and white. Glad you're able to join us, Lorena. Thank you, Libby. Thanks, Tina. Katie has to rush home. So those are the three colorways that I decided to go with. I'm sure I could have done a turquoise one, but we all have turquoise beads now because of me. And then I decided to also do this print in my tiny Zunis. I'm not doing them in the bracelet bar or the pendant at the moment. Maybe if I could be convinced, but I did the little baby Zunis in the mustard and black, and I did them in the red and black. Okay. And if these sell out, let me know. I'll put more in the shop. I can't see the sales that are going on right now, so I won't be able to see until after the show. And then, of course, red and black. And these are all handmade, so the patterns are going to differentiate. Like your random pick, random patterns. No two are going to be exactly alike. Some might be very, very similar, but they're not going to be exactly alike. And then you're going to see, sometimes I get paint splashes. Sometimes they're perfect. You never know. That's the handmade flair. So those are the 6 new designs that are in the shop of my handmade artisan pieces today. And then I did an email blast maybe a week or 2 ago, maybe probably 2 weeks ago. I added a bunch, and I do mean a bunch of new spacers, and I saw a couple of people already checking out with those. Oh, Sandra, she said, yeah, my first video with you. Yay, glad you're here. Hey, Michelle, glad you're here. So a couple weeks ago, I added a bunch of new spacers, and I added some of these black and brass. So they're brass with a black coating, and then the sides have the regular brass showing through. This is the largest one. This is a 5mm saucer. And then I have, I think, a couple other shapes in the shop. I know I have a bicone. I don't know if I have a bicone here at home. Or here in my bead store or bead room. Gosh, I can use English today. But you know, the bicone's about this size, but it's a bicone, not around like this. I love these. Like when I went to Arizona, I got these from a vendor that I met in Tucson. And when I saw them there, I was like, I need these beads in my life. So these are in the shop right now. These are the 5mm ones. Do you see how many are on there? This is kind of heavy. There's tons of them. Right, and it'll tell you how long the strand is. And I don't know if these are the exact version that I have in the shop, but this is like a tinier gear. And then I have some silver plated and brass saucers that are, I want to say 4mm. I don't have any of those in my studio here. They were, because these are my favorite and they were sold out, I went with those other ones, and they're very similar. They're just a little more angular than this. They're the same size. So a couple different new styles of spacers in the shop. When those sell out, I don't know when I'm going to get more. Did you remove stuff? I went back in to get the moon pendant and it was gone. Tatum, tell me which moon pendant, because I might have removed some things I'm like sick of making. So sometimes I remove stuff just to kind of keep it fresh. And then, but tell me what kind of moon pendant you were talking about. So then a couple weeks ago, along with the saucers, I also included some new Java glass, and a lot of this is sold out because I only had 5 strands of each color, but there are some available. This is about the size of the gooseberries. Okay. So, hey, Sassy Pants. I don't know if anybody knows this, but one of my nicknames since I was a child has been Sassy. And that tells you a little bit about my personality, because even adults would call me that. But so I like your nickname, Sassy Pants. So there's gooseberries in the shop. And then we also have these black and white little 6mm rounds. Love those. These are just, I want to make something with this today. Hi, Robin. Glad you're here. And then I put in 3 sizes or 3 different versions of these mixed chevron beads. So there are some chevron glass beads that I need to restock, but these, if you can't decide, these have several pieces of different different colors and sizes. So there's this one that's pretty straightforward that just got a bunch of different mixtures on there. This one is, and I think that's number 1. This is number 2. This one's more eclectic than the number 1. Number 1's kind of close to the same. I don't have Kazuri beads. Those are kind of hard to get a hold of, and they're very expensive, and I wouldn't be able to really pass any kind of savings on anybody. Oh, Tatum says I didn't make it. Tatum, if it was a rose quartz, was it a rose quartz moon? There should be some in there. Sandra says, you're the one that inspired me to collect African glass, bone, and metal. I'm sorry, but it's awesome that you're collecting that. I'm so glad you love the videos. It was silver with a stone in it. Yes, Tatum, I think it's the rose quartz moon. I thought I saw 3 of them in there earlier today, unless they got sold out. Hi, Jody. Thank you. Thank you, Jody. So then this is number 2. This one has just a couple different styles on it, or not a couple, but a bunch of different styles, about 15 inches. And then number 3 is a little, like $1 or 2 more expensive. And number 3 is just packaged differently, and it's a little bit longer. So it's 22 inches long, and they are a little bit shorter than the other ones. So just a bunch of eclectic things, not super duper expensive. They're from India. And then I also put in these orange crow beads. These are glass. These are also from India. Or they're also called pony beads, but they're glass. So love those. I just thought, you know, that orange color is chef's kiss. Okay, yeah, Tatum, I think you're talking about the rose quartz one. That should still be in there. Regina said, who cares? It's a crafting room. Gets messy and then gets clean at some point. Might get clean at some point. It's been like this for a couple of years at this point. Okay, so thank you. I got this in Tucson. I think I had one in the shop, but I think it's old. Um, thank you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. So, oh, and I had a couple pendants that I put in that I did not make. So I'll show you those. We had this little dragonfly. It's bronze with, or brass, or whatever you want to call it, with a, oh gosh, I can't open the baggie. With a patina on it. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I made a necklace that with a tutorial with this several months ago. I also put in a bronze patina butterfly. This is much bigger, like chunkier, heavier. It's not bigger like top to bottom, but it's chunkier and more detailed. Super gorgeous. If you guys have been watching, I've been kind of obsessed with butterflies lately, and that's weird, right? Because it wasn't really my thing, but I made 2 butterfly necklaces in the most recent videos I've done. So we have this big butterfly in the shop. We have some tiny charms. Hi, Sherry. Yeah, aren't they gorgeous? We have these tiny charms. Adorable. Super duper cute for earrings. And then I've just got a tray of really fun stuff on my lap. Oh, Leah says, I've always loved butterflies. You know, like, I just don't like bugs. And living in Ohio, I was tortured because every kind of bug you can think of is over there, except for the scorpions that are here in Arizona. And even butterflies would send me running. Now I can, like, just deal with it, but I like to look at them. I don't want them to, like, land on me. One time I went to on a date in a butterfly garden. That didn't go well. That just didn't go well. We didn't last. We lasted like 6 weeks. Anyway, so here's another pendant. This one's really cool because you got the 5 little loops at the bottom, and you can paint this. So if you're a vintage stain or ultimate paint person, these are great for that. Isn't that really pretty? And I love that flower in the middle. Then I think we're going to use this today. Because I think it gives us a chance to use a lot of different beads. Butterflies are the only bugs I like. They land on me all the time. Well, good for you. I can't deal with it. Oh, Sherry says cicadas. Yeah, I did not like the cicadas when I was in Ohio. And then when I still lived in Ohio, we had one of those big blooms of cicadas, like the ones that come every 17 years or whatever. And they were everywhere. And it was terrifying. And it was so loud. So this one is a really fun tribal pendant. I think I'm going to use this one today. I think we should make a necklace. You know, remember last time we did a live, if you were here, I don't remember if you were here or not, but we used, these are still here from my last live. We use these Christmas beads, the African Christmas beads. These are still in the shop. That would be really fun to hang under this pendant, right? And the gooseberries would be really fun to make drops from. And then last but not least, we have this little guy. It's a bigger dragonfly. He's also very detailed and would be really good with patina paints again, or vintage paints. And then you also get these 2 little baby dragonflies. 2 little babies. Super duper cute. So that's what's new in the drop today. Not a whole ton of stuff. I have so much stuff to get in that shop, and it takes a long time, and I'm the only one here. So we're gonna make some stuff. One of the things I wanted to show you, and I guess I could tell you how to show you a like quick way to do this. Tatum said I got black gooseberries. Yeah, those were really nice. Yeah, I don't know what love bugs are, but stink bugs, no bueno. Yeah, don't like those either. Rustic says, I hate when bugs or spiders get on me. It's a big nope. Yep, I am in the next room, the next county, if I can get away from that bug. So keep remembering, or just keep in mind, this is what the mustard mud cloth piece looks like, right? And this is how I changed one to customize it for myself. So I drilled, this one comes with 1 hole drilled at the top, but I drilled mine. I'm going to actually end up drilling another hole at the top at one point to hook it onto an earring. But I drilled a hole here, and I drilled a hole here, and then I put on some seed beads, some little Java glass beads, some spacers, some check glass here and here, and just made a really fun drop, right? So The pieces that you're going to receive if you order one of these 3 colors are just going to have one hole at the top. I'm not taking made to order or anything for holes, but I'm going to show you how you can customize something for not a lot of money. I use my trusty dusty Dremel to drill things, but I also have this precision pin drill from Amazon. It's like 10, 12 bucks, right? And it's in my Amazon shop storefront. So that's, I think, in the description of this video. Thanks, Sandra. Thanks, Kara. Thanks, Chandel. So yeah, it does look like a surfboard because I thought about that too. I thought about naming it a surfboard. But this pin drill, if you don't want to invest in a big drill, you can even use, if you have like a home, like regular drill that you drill into your wall, you can use that with polymer clay. You just need a smaller drill bit, right? And I can't remember what size this is, but just whatever size hole you want in your piece. Use a pin drill, cheap, and you can drill your pieces one by one. So it's easy to drill polymer clay. It doesn't shatter like regular clay would, but you need to be careful because if you're too far or too close to the edge, you could potentially rip it while you're wire wrapping. So it's just a learning curve. I do recommend, it's not, I don't even think this is in my Amazon. I'm not like being sponsored or anything by these, but I love my Dremel. This one's the micro because it helps me. Like I bought some vintage mahjong tiles and I drilled them so I can make some bracelets. Right? So lots going on. Just think about changing up your stuff. Make it into, I don't even know any surfers. Make it into a keychain for she says if I see a spider, you'll have to peel me off the ceiling. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I've been talking for a good 20 minutes already. I can't believe y'all are still watching me. But yeah, I do have hibiscus. I have like a whole summer line of textures. I have like pineapples, palm trees, hibiscus, starfish, stuff like that. That would be really good for a surfboard as well. Yeah, it is a lot of fun, isn't it? Polymer, I love polymer clay. All right, so I'll get you down on the board. What do we want to make today? Oh, I wanted to show you some other stuff. This isn't really for sale or anything, but it was just some stuff I've been making that to get my creativity out. I got these huge blank wood beads from the store, and I made this really fun painted wood bead. Just painted plus signs all over it, or crosses, whatever you want to call them. If you're at a certain angle, it looks like X's. So just painted these. It took 5 minutes, right? I made this one, same idea, purple and green. Do anything. Thanks, Christine. I will combine your orders. If you check out and you're like, dang it, I should have gotten that thing. I'll combine your orders and refund any overage on your shipping, okay? And I think it's $200 is free shipping. So if you have like $120 order and an $80 order, I will refund shipping for both. So, and then I did this one. It's kind of like Barbie-ish. I just did circles and dashes all over it. And I did one with X's and O's on it too. So that was just a fun little project that I did the other day. No time at all, but it like has huge impact. I did seal them because I used paint markers, and paint markers can kind of scratch off. So I just used a clear coat matte sealant for these. But that's something that like can be so customizable for you, and nobody else is gonna have it, and you can do it really quickly and cheaply. Those beads were like 25 cents a piece. And then I made this polymer clay pendant before I bought this house, so at least 3 or 4 years ago, or maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I painted it orange, and I didn't like how it looked, and I kind of walked away from it, just stuck in a bag of crap that I've made that I don't like. Because I know we all have that. I have several of those bags. And then I got it out this weekend and did a wash with it with brown, and then dotted some turquoise over it. And look at him. He's so much fun now. And then I made these independently. I made these beads. Oh my God, I can't hold them up like that. So this one's like yellow and red with turquoise polka dots. They were really like vintage, like inspired, not vintage, but like 90s, like Rocko's Modern Life. If you ever watched that show, it was a cartoon when I was a kid. So I kind of went like Starry Night with this one with like a magenta and a blue, and it turned into purple with some orange or yellow dots. And then I did, this one's not complete. I don't really like this one, turquoise and orange. And I think I'm gonna put some white dots on that. So just some fun things. I'm loving him though, but I thought this with these would be really fun. So maybe we'll get that made today. We'll just go where the wind blows us, right? And then we might be getting up. We might get, you know, walking into other rooms. It's a hot mess in here. Okay, so I think the first thing I really wanted to use today was this guy. I don't know why I'm getting the sniffles. Yeah, they do look like Dungeons and Dragons dice. Oh, thanks, Althea. They do look like 20-sided dice. You guys are so sweet. All of a sudden my allergies are acting up. So I think we're gonna use this pendant. That's one of the ones that I put in the shop today. I'm definitely gonna make something with the new, you guys are gonna, they're not surfboards, but now that's all I can think of. The new mud cloth inspired ovals. We might use some gooseberries. So I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna get you down to my mat. Hi, Anna Marie. Glad you're here. And we'll get going. Tell me what your favorite color is while I'm getting you down to my mat. You're gonna see my ceiling for a second because you don't want to see the rest of this room. All right. See the ceiling. I'm gonna get you down to the mat. Katie says pink, hot pink. Hot pink's my second favorite color. Ooh, Leah loves mustard. You know what? I'm starting to understand that I love every single color in certain contexts. Because for a long time I was like, oh, I hate red. I hate it. I hate it. Well, guess who just made a line of beads and it has red in it, right? Is this not gonna? Okay, let's get this up because it's not. Okay, a little bit better. Not the best, but okay. So and blue. Hi, Annette. Stephanie says purple. Tina says purple, pink and purple periwinkle. My new favorite ring, Jean, is a tanzanite ring, and it's so beautiful. It's periwinkle, and I just love that color, or as I like to call it, blurple. Just to say, 20 years plus classifies as vintage. Yep, I know. It's so crazy, isn't it? I'm double vintage now. All right, so we're going to use this. Okay, I don't even know at this point if we have, oh, thanks, Stephanie. I don't even know if we have any gooseberries left in the shop, but there were some before I started the live. So I have these. We might need to go around the room and find some beads. You guys want to go on a field trip? You guys want to go with me to look at my bead drawers? Because we haven't done that in a while. I'm going to switch you back to my face because I don't want to show you the floor. So I'm going to switch you back to my face. Take you out of the rest here. Oh, thanks. No worries, Katie. Thank you so much for sharing. I put the link in yesterday, but sharing is caring. All right. So I'm trying to make it out so you don't see like the craziness that's in here because you're going to think I'm mentally ill if you don't already, if you see the floor. But we're going to take you over here. Flip you around. Okay, so here's a bunch of my bead drawers. Like you can see there's junk on top. I almost said a bad word, but there's a bunch of junk on top. Which one do I want to go in? I just moved the gooseberries out of this drawer because there was just too much going on in here. But these are other crow beads that I have. I do not have these in the shop right now. Like this is my personal stash. I think, where did I put them? Ah, here's all the gooseberries. These are not, I think the colors they had on my desk are the ones that were at one point in my shop. I like these orange ones. Oh gosh, I don't know that I'm going to be able to, see how this is not organized? I just dumped them in here. Oh boy. Well, I want these orange ones. Oh, I like these. Let's see. I have green on the table. Oh, I have a mixed. Here, I'm just going to grab this mixed one. Maybe this one. Sorry, this is annoying. I know it. But it's annoying for me too. It's like a bunch of necklaces just stuck together. Okay, we're not, I guess I'm going to give up. That's my, well, maybe I'll just take the whole bundle over there. Come on. Drop it. It's like a bunch of snakes all just mixed together. Oh, come on. All right. we're going to give up on the orange. I'll find an orange seed bead or something. You don't have to be that gentle with them. They're not going to break. You guys, Tatum says, if you're mentally ill, so am I. I don't think it's an if at this point. So let's see what else. Oh, these are pretty. What did I just grab? Oh, I like those red ones, but the red one's not going to match what I just grabbed. I think we'll stick, maybe we'll use the chevron beads. And then I have some, oh, we have bone coming to the beach. Uh-oh, something stuck in here to where this bead drawer isn't opening. So let's investigate that a little bit. I don't know, there's something stuck in there. I don't think we can see it. That's for future Brittany, I guess. Then we have a bunch of beads, bone beads in here. And then more bone beads up here. So these, I think there's like one strand of these left in the shop. I used these in the last live. They're like some of my favorites. It's the imperfectly perfect organization. I love that. So I don't know, y'all. I get so sidetracked. This is the problem with the ADHD. Like you're like, ooh, squirrel. Like, look, these are so cool. Grab those. I kind of want to grab like some gemstones, which all of the gemstones are in like this right here. And then I have, oh, you hear guys, stuff is dropping because I'm hitting it with my butt behind me. Maybe just some, I'm going to grab a strand of these magnesite beads. Maybe these. And these are kind of fun. That's pretty cool. Let's see. One of my favorite drawers here. I like these cubes. That's fun. And then I think I have another drawer. Turquoise, I do. I think. Anyway, then there's like lamp work up here. Okay, I'm glad to be part of the club with you, Sandra. Future Brittany does have a long list, Leah, for sure. And then this is all like check glass, and it's not all the check glass that's in the house because I haven't organized in a while. But oh, I like these beads. I want those. Just a bunch of stuff. Just stuff hanging out. So then pendants are in here, but we already have a pendant that we're using. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to grab some wood beads. A lot of these are like recycled because I've taken them off of other necklaces that I got from like eBay or whatever. And I wanted some wood beads for this necklace. Okay, I think, let's see, do we have any flowers that I want to grab? Like tiny, these are cute. Those are cute. So check glass is kind of one of two organizations. So this one's all turquoise, right? All green, all blue, all yellow, red, blah, 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 blah. So the top is leaves, then like miscellaneous shapes, anything table cut that isn't a leaf, flower, or an animal or something that was alive at some point. That's what's in here. Like there's a panda, there's a mermaid. I think there's a sun or a moon in there. Then we have faceted, round, and flowers. That's what most of those are. Green is a little different because I had more leaves than flowers. So that one has like the things that are alive, leaves. I don't know if this is flowers up here, and then faceted, round, and then anything else. But most of those, so I know when I'm going to my yellow, like I need a leaf. I know it's going to be in the top left. Red's top left is leaves, right? So I always know where I'm going when it comes to check glass. Or if I need a melon, I know it's always going to be this middle drawer, right? So you guys are so sweet. Ms. Tacos says, I love all colors. Never seen a color I didn't like. If I must choose, it would be green and blue and red. Yep. I love a bunch of colors too. Oh, Goldie's in her bed. I'll have to show you her in a second. So, and then it just kind of goes down the line here. And then one day, once this place is back together, I will, or together, I don't think it was ever together. I will show you no, I can't, Sylvia. I can't even organize mine. I'll show you like the whole room like I did at my last house. That video still gets a lot of views, and it has a great set of tips and tricks and how to style everything. But I have a new spot this time. So let me put you back on my tripod and we'll get back down to the mat. I don't even remember what I grabbed. So we'll just do it. Just do it. So I've got some just mixed magnesite because I wanted a bunch of colors. I got, where did the, oh my God, did I drop, guys, I left the freaking gooseberry beads over there. I'll be right back. I'm not going to take you off the tripod again. I'm just going to keep talking so you know I'm here. Hi, Goldie. All right, so I got to find the gooseberries. Hopefully they're, what did I do with them? I put them down. Oh, here. We almost had a disaster. Hi, Goldie. You want a tummy rub? Okay. I had to give Goldie a tummy rub real quick. So we have some new videos coming this week. June Magical Mystery Beadbox is coming up. I'm trying to get the past episodes of Crimped up. I haven't gotten all of those up. I think a new curated beadbox video is coming up this week. And then I don't remember. There's another one. So here's this. Where's the... These are the ones that I have in the shop. Okay. And then I got out some wood beads, and I want to get some... Where did I put my spacers? I don't know. Maybe we'll get some of these spacers in this project, or maybe we'll just do... I don't want to just do one project. That's why I said we're going to be here like a couple hours. If you're coming in and out, welcome. You can always catch the replay if that's just a little too long for you. I know it would be for me, but I'm going to have fun, right? We don't do these too often. So I'm going to open these up. I'm not going to use the... I don't think I'm going to use the really bright colors, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen today? I want to grab this mixed color strand. This color is not in the shop. I'm sorry, I'm using stuff that's not in the shop. Thanks, Sassy Pants. I love these rings too. And then we'll see where we go. I'm gonna have to get out some head pins. I know this is like bright silver, but I don't know that I want to use bright silver head pins. I do have, yep, I have gunmetal. Sorry for the sniffles, everybody. It's just fact of life over here in Arizona with all the dust. And I'll open up red because I want to get some red in here. Oh, there's red in that. Okay. I'll do green. So I think there's something like 17 loops on here. Let's see. And Kim said, there's hope for me yet. Hi, Gloria. Glad you're here. Okay. So if you are just joining in, I at the beginning of the show went through all the new stuff that's in my shop, and I do have some beads, some gooseberries, and I have this really fun pendant. I think I only had 10 of them, so they might be sold out by the end of the show, but I might be able, who knows, I might be able to get more. I don't know. All right, so I have some gunmetal head pins. I'm going to get out some spacers. I don't know if these are, I think these spacers are too, the holes are too big for what we're doing. Sorry for the silence, guys. I'm just kind of thinking over here about what spacers I'm using. This is just a baggie of spacers that I had. Yeah, I love mixed metals so much. So we're going to be using brass. We're going to be using silver and gunmetal, right? So I'm going to put this on. We're just going to make like 17 little dangles. You can use chain, like chain, a waterfall effect would be really fun on this, I feel like. Let's see. I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm just going to do what I feel like, right? Don't box yourself in to where you're like, oh, this has to match. It took me a very long time to get that attitude of like, no, I'm just gonna do what I want. And if I don't like it, take it apart. Like I used to really agonize over the design of some things. And I feel like every single time I was like, this is pretty, but it could be better. Every single time that's what I felt like. And now I'm just so joyful when I make jewelry. I'm just like, oh, it could be different. I'll change it, you know? So I think these are in the shop. I think they're the gear ones. Sorry, these are like the two-tone brass. So just do, like, there aren't any rules, right? Like, I don't care who told you there was a rule to making jewelry, but if there is a rule that you don't like, break the rule. Don't feel like you have to make jewelry the same way as Peggy down the street's making jewelry, right? Like, just do what you want. Red on here, another red. I don't know any Peggy's, that's why I said that name. Okay, so this one's red and orange and yellow. Okay, we're not going to do them all red and orange and yellow. This one's the one that's red and orange and yellow. The more you don't think about it, the better it turns out. Yeah, because then it has to be part of it, Sandra, because part of it is like, if you overthink, then I'm thinking, oh my God, there's 18,000 ways I can make this necklace, and which of those 18,000 is going to be the best? No, I don't have time to be worrying about that. Life is simultaneously long and short. I don't want to be obsessing over a necklace design that everybody's going to love no matter how it turns out, you know? All right. So, but then you get to some of my videos where I'm like, this is wrong. Everything's wrong. We're walking away. And if that's how you end up feeling, just walk away for a little bit, right? Sam's bead box for May, loved it so much. Started making something. I got so upset. I still won't touch. I still won't touch what I was making because I was so frustrated. Let's see. Stephanie says, the only rules are the rules that you make. Althea says, what rules? And Gumnut Lane Jewelry says, I hate rules. I break wire wrapping so-called rules all the time. Yep, makes it more fun. Terry K says, let your freak flag fly. I love that. Okay, so this one I'm going to go with blue. And maybe the white and an orange. I don't know. I'm not really even like paying that much attention. I just want to get some fun looks going on. Right? Sorry, I keep getting stuff under my fingernails and it's my makeup because I keep scratching my face. So if you see dirty nails, they were clean when this live started. So look, that's another fun one. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Leah says, I struggle with mixing the beads. Yeah, like I sometimes do too, and I don't know that this is the best mix. Like these aren't things that I would mix normally, but I'm not going at the moment for that bright orange. I'm going for the red. I'm going for the dark purple. I'm going for the tan or the cream. So if you just kind of dump them on your mat like I do, and I'm yapping a little bit more than thinking at the moment, and that's kind of helping me. Right, so this one's a little longer than the other one. Okay, who cares? We'll just move on to the next one. I'm gonna go for this soft pink here. Maybe. And then I have an idea for stringing this, which is gonna involve a lot of beads, but we'll see how it goes. Black one. And yellow. Right. You guys are gonna get sick of this by the end of it because I gotta make 17 of these. I didn't think about that. These are the things that I don't think through when I'm originally starting, but it's okay. Some of these might be exactly the same as the others, which is cool too. Some of them might not be anywhere close. But it's going to be a super eclectic necklace that even if you start making something very similar, it's not going to look the exact same because you guys don't have, I wouldn't think, the exact same beads that I'm using, or maybe you want to go a different level or different way. So I think, yeah, we can get the yellow in there. I don't care that it's bright. Okay, good. I'm glad you're here to stay on there. We'll go with blue here. Another brass. So I'm gonna just kind of make all my little dangles and then I'll arrange them by length. I think we'll put the longer ones toward the middle, so I'm not obsessing over how long to make each one. Makes sense, right? Am I a little too blurry for you guys? I'm gonna move it up a little bit so you can see a little bit more. I feel like it's just, yeah, there we go. That's a little better, right? Can you guys still see everything that's going on, even though I moved it up? Okay, good. All right, we'll get a green bead because we haven't done a green one yet. Do a black bead. Okay, good, glad it's working. I'm gonna do a black and a gold at the same time. Do cream. Do a pink. Do this. Okay, I have a question from Regina. Where'd you find the narrow, wide drawers for your beads? IKEA. I've long been a supporter of IKEA Alex drawers. Okay, so the wide ones, I have 8 in this room. I have 3 in my bedroom to organize my jewelry. It's just, I gotta reorganize it. But, and then I have 4 of the tall ones, tall, skinnier ones in my closet here in the bead room. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the short ones here around my desk that hold findings. So I should have stock in IKEA at this point, guys. I'm not even kidding. Do a red. Oh no, I want to do purple, blue, whatever color this is. All right, and then I think I'll do a cream, black, and then a red. No matter which ones I pick, they look so cute. That's just making me happy. Even if I went with one of the brighter ones too, and it didn't really make a difference. And you can wire wrap these, but these are just cheap head pins. I'm not very confident in wire wrapping with them. And it's a little frustrating sometimes. Let's see. Let's go with the green. That's pretty. The more I don't care, the better they turn out. Because at first I was like, oh, I'm not going to use those really bright colors. Nope, I'm using the really bright colors. I don't care. Sandra said, I think when you showed everybody those drawers, they upped their price. Yes, they have gone through many price changes since I started using them over a decade ago. So I absolutely 100% believe you. Oh, you said got to add a pop of turquoise. Oh, yeah, turquoise is coming. We'll do that one on this one. I'll go with the green, and then I'll do a black and a turquoise. And then we'll go with this one right here. And another one. That one's good. We'll do another turquoise one, too. I wish, Regina. I wish. I don't even think they do affiliate links. I might be able to retire if I did that. All right, so let's do another turquoise. We'll do brass, turquoise, black. I'll do a green, brass, then I'll do the cream and a black one. There we go. This is very soothing, like just not caring, but also getting something together that's coming together pretty quickly. Okay, I want to get some, I want one with one of these orange ones. I'm going to go the black, orange, and brass, and then this like dark blue. I think I'll put a red. I've been doing the red and the dark blue a couple times, so do it to purple. Not too shabby. Missing what you're saying here. Althea says, is there any kind of beads you don't have? Probably, just because I don't know that they exist. There are some that probably have just been cost prohibitive, but I'd really have to think about that. I'm sure there's something that I don't have, but a lot of it's probably just because I don't know that they exist or I don't know about them very much. I'd really like some there's some Vaseline glass. I don't have any of that. Somebody mentioned Kazuri beads. I don't know if I have any. If I do, I maybe have one or two. I would love to have more of those. Good question. Now I'm going to be obsessed. Like, what beads don't I have? Let's see. What are you guys saying? Oh, thanks, Angel. Yeah, Sandra, it's fun. It is like I'm beading with my friends. Yeah, they are not easy to put together, Carrie K. I hate putting them together. I mean, like, they have great instructions, but let me give you an example. I bought 3 of them for my bedroom to organize my necklaces. It took me forever to put 2 of them together. One is, I think I bought them at the end of last year. One is still in the box in my hallway, in my entryway, because I just couldn't care less and don't want to put together. I'm sure I'll get a wild hair one day and be like, oh, I gotta get this done right now, but I hate putting them together so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11 so far. We just need 6 more. All right. Yeah, Sandra says nothing from that is easy to put together. You are right, sister. I haven't been there in a long time because I haven't really needed anything, but you're right. Putting things together from IKEA while rewarding stinks. I hate it so much. Put on a black one, and then I think we'll do turquoise. I love these. This makes me so happy. Some assembly required, yeah. All assembly required. When you see one of those like turn lock things, you're like, oh, I'm in for it now. I'm just gonna make sure there's 17 on here because I think that's what I wrote in the description, but I just want to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. 5 more. This is fun. Let me know, what are your favorite? I know I do, okay, so I do several different videos on my channel, and I'll give you an example. I do unboxings for like bead boxes, so that's one type. I do tutorials And I do haul videos, and then we have the crimped videos. What is your favorite type to watch? Which one are you like, oh, I gotta click on this, my show's on? Which one do you really love watching? This one's super cute. I love that one. Hi, Karen. Yeah, Terry K. I would, if I almost like if I wasn't so good at putting them together, I would absolutely hire somebody to do it. I know one of my friends bought. I was like, I can't put them together for you. I love you, but I cannot put your Alex together. And they were like, it's okay. I'll hire a handyman. I just had to set that boundary. I was like, I know I can do it. I do not want to do it. Okay, so it's coming out. Freaking all of them. Love you, Angel. Marie says tutorials. Okay, good to know. Yeah, Sandra, they should include a handyman. Rustic says, I like them all. 70 says tutorials, unboxings, tutorials. Okay, so tutorials is winning. And vintage bead buys. Well, I've been buying a lot of vintage beads lately. Like, well, I have a problem, y'all. Like, we know, we've talked about me being mentally ill a minute ago. But yeah, I have a lot of vintage stuff lately. Because my friend Julie and I like going vintage hunting, and it's almost like a game, like who can find the coolest thing before the other one finds it and puts it in her basket. I don't know that it's healthy competitiveness, but some days I'm a winner and some days she's the winner when it comes to who got the good stuff that day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 3 more. All right, we're coming in hot with these. Sandra just says, you just started a channel, the hauls, what's out there and where to get them from. Okay. Love the tutorials from Chandel. Box opening, designs on the fly. Tutorials. Okay. Unboxing, but only if you make something with it in that video. Oh, okay. Got it. Sometimes I don't have time to do that, but I do like doing that. Watch most everyone, but when you have a curated bead box, I watch and save. Oh, good to know. Well, there's one coming up Tuesday, so is tomorrow Tuesday? Yes, tomorrow's Tuesday. Unboxing, because I'm honest. Yeah, I try to be what's the word? Tactful, but honest. You know, like I'm not gonna just be a jerk. But if you don't like your box, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. All right. Did a lot of red and green together for some reason on these mixes today. Who has a sale at the time? Okay. Thanks, Althea. Yeah, you're right, Leah. It is worth it to assemble your own IKEA drawers. It's just I end up with a sore thumb every single time because I banged it on something, and I just end up with a bad attitude. I'm like, oh, it's done, but I'm mad. So if it's worth being mad for 15 minutes after you're done, I guess. But then I get happy for a minute while I'm filling them up, and then I get mad because then it's full and I need 6 more. So there's always that, right? What did I miss here? Oh, thanks, Tatum. Libby, I get it. I can't watch anybody's hauls because I'm like, oh, I can go buy that right now. I do get bead envy. I like go to one of my friends' house, look at their beads, and I'm like, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy you have this bead that I've never seen before and can't find it. I love that for you. Okay. 3, 6, 9, 12, 16. One more. All right. Oh, thanks, Gloria. Yes, like this video if you can, please. Yeah, Gloria, Stephanie, I end up going home like, I had so much fun today. Let's do it again. Boo. But then I get to go home and hang out with my beads, so I get happy again. It's just friendly competition. One friend comes over, and she knows who she is. all the time and tries to poach my beads. And I have to set that healthy boundary. Like, no, I'm not selling you any beads today. These are mine. If you want, I have a bead store online. Yeah, Libby, that's exactly how it is. Like, oh, I'm so happy you have that bead. I want it. But every single time she ends up leaving with some of my beads that she bought when I didn't want to sell them. Okay, so we have 17. Now, here's a choice. You can make them just this long. You can make them longer. You can put them on with jump rings. I think I'm gonna do just, I think the jump rings would just be annoying, but we're gonna line these up and see who's longer than, they're actually all quite similar in length. The couple are short, like these two are really long. These three are really long. These two are shorter. This is a longer one. This is a longer one. This is a longer one. That one's a little shorter. That one's a little shorter. And these are kind of like medium. These are so cute. None of them are the same. I love that. Okay. All right, so we'll just do like these hanging in the middle. And then like these on the sides. And then these on the ends. Okay, sound fun? Back in the day, I used your bead hauls to learn the names of different beads. Yeah, I need to do more of those because I do have a lot of bead knowledge, but I also, like, one bead video that I really wanted to do for a very long time is just go, and I think it would have to be more like a series, is identifying beads. Like, instead of just talking about a haul, but like, this is what this bead is. This is where this bead comes from. This is where you can get it. Or even just like different types of check beads. When I do hauls from Bargain Bead Box, like I explain a lot of that stuff. But not everybody who wants to know about beads thinks to go to a bead haul video to learn about them. So eventually, when I can retire, who knows when that'll be. I just want to do bead stuff all day long. Like, I don't necessarily need to be making money at it. I would just love to be like hanging out and making jewelry for the sake of making jewelry all day. And we're just slowly hooking these on. So maybe you don't like this eclectic look, but you have some really fun gemstones. You could do 17 drops, right? Just use what you have. And you're gonna make a necklace that nobody else has. Or you can just get the same beads I got and copy me. Whatever floats your boat. I like both. Lauren, it's on the list. I've got hundreds of videos on the list. Who knows when any of them will come out. It's that ADHD thing again. It's like the one that is interesting at the moment is the one that pops out. Okay. Oh, Jean said I took up beading after I retired. Yeah, it's such a fun and actually relaxing thing, but like also stressful. She who dies with the most beads wins, and that's where I get the stress, right? I have to have the most beads. That's not true. I don't feel that way, but like it's a funny little saying. All right. This one's not open enough. Althea, yeah, that one, it can be tough to identify some of the stones because a lot of them can look the same too. Like sometimes, like back in the day, I couldn't tell the difference between chrysocolla, magnesite, and turquoise, and sometimes you just can't. So it can be very difficult identifying beads, especially because you can get gemstones that have been duplicated in China. You can get gemstones that have been even just carved or made from the rough from China, and you just don't really know. Is it jade? Is it dolomite? Is it ruby? Like you don't, some of these are very tricky. So you just kind of got to be a jack of all trades, and either that or just specialize in a certain bead, because then there are beads, things that I know nothing about, like ancient beads. I know very little about them. I would love to know more. Even like antique beads, I don't know very much about I know a lot about contemporary African beads, but I don't know anything about real trade beads other than maybe 2 or 3 facts. So there are things I'm constantly learning out there about beads. Oh, I would love that, Lauren. Thanks. Or you can buy you some some lottery tickets, and if you hit big, just give me a tip. Just kidding, but that would be so sweet. If anybody knows a sugar daddy who likes beads, doesn't really want any sugar, you can pass them my way. That would be helpful. That would help all of us on the channel, everybody, right? Aw, thanks, Leah. Katie's laughing. We're almost done with just the pendant part. Like, we've been doing this for a long time, though. I mean, I did talk or yap at you for 30 straight minutes. Look how fun this is. Doesn't it look like you're going? I feel like I'm going to Bali and walking in a market or something, and I picked this up. You guys are on the same page about the sugar daddy who doesn't want sugar. Oh, thanks, Kim. We have this beautiful store here in Arizona, in Scottsdale, called Tierra del Garto. And it's very eclectic. They have stuff from all over the world. And this reminds me of a lot of the colors and textures you're going to see in that store. I do have quite a few furniture pieces from them and a lot of other junk that I've picked up over the years. And it reminds me of being like in Morocco and hanging out, and you're seeing a ton of really cool beads and colors and stuff. Okay. Don't forget, we're just making the pendant here. Like, we still need to string this thing. Two more. What else are you guys saying? Tatum says we can take turns getting the bead daddy. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. Regina loves tutorials. Not the biggest fan of unboxing. I get that. I get that. One more. Yay. Oh, I like this one. Black, pink, and green. That's pretty. I wasn't really paying attention when I made these, guys. I was just like making sure they weren't all exactly the same, but like not really paying attention to what the colors were. Aw, thanks, Althea. You're so sweet. Okay. Pendant is done. I think we should do the first giveaway. I'm going to switch back up to my face real quick, and then I'm going to just scroll randomly back through the comments and just land on one and see whose comment it was. And if you're still here, you're going to win. I'm going to flip you back up to my face real quick. Sorry, I'm a hot mess over here. So let me get the comments up. And I'm just going to start scrolling, and I'm going to stop scrolling. Sandra, you're the winner. If you're still here, I think you're still here. I'm going to give you my email at the end, and I'll send you a gift. And I'll do this a couple more times throughout, because this is celebrating you guys, right? You are the ones who made my channel have 25,000 subscribers. Thanks, Leah. Hey, Sandy. Glad you're here. Hi, Angie. Glad you're here. Oh, you do beadwork on feathers, turkey tails. Wow, that's cool. Sandra says, shut the front door. She won. Yeah, congratulations. Okay, so I'll probably just send you a fun little bead pack. I don't know what's going to be in it, but I'll at the end of the show tell you my email so you can send me your address. Okay, so we'll do another one in a little bit, but I feel like that was a milestone in the live because we got the pendant finished. So Sandra won. Okay, look how fun she is. Isn't that so pretty? Yeah, this does look like a fiesta, right? Don't worry, Shanae, we'll do another one. Oh, somebody just rang my doorbell, and I'm not expecting anybody. I don't think I'm expecting anything to be delivered either. Unless it's Jesse James Beads, but I don't think it is. So I'm not going to the door. All right, everybody, we need to we need to do the necklace part. Like the pendant took an hour. That's also because I'm talking too much. So, oh, aren't those fun? We have these, which are not in the shop, but we have, oh, that's fun. Where's the other strand? Got chevrons. I think we should do some chevron beads. I don't know. Oh, my incisions. Oh my gosh. So I went swimming this Saturday, the first time since I had my surgery. I didn't even swim. Like I was just floating in the pool, but apparently I was using muscles that are really bad because oh my gosh, yesterday I was in the most pain. It was worse than my surgery pain because my incisions, like the incisions are healed, but like underneath them are still healing. And I was having I've had muscle cramps for the last 2 days. I had to take drugs. It was a hot mess. So anyway, I just just to say I just moved in a way that made my stomach hurt really bad. So you can have so much fun with that pendant. Let's see. With a S-class closure. Maybe Tatum. I don't know. I don't know if I have an S-clasp around me. Thank you, Karen. I really try to get beads that not like nobody has, but that really appeal to me, and I like the more eclectic look, right? So, probably beads of Dory. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, you make braided bookmarks. That sounds fun. Angel says, I would put that on a silver necklace and call it a day. Francis, so fun. Just placed a second order. Oh, yeah, I had a, oh, that sounds like it might have been USPS or UPS because I just heard a truck pull away. Hopefully they left the package for me. I had an abdominal surgery to fix an issue that I don't think it fixed, and we'll see. But anyway, metal beadwork, bookmarks. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. So which one? I like these. We're going to use some of these, but I actually really liked, I think we're going to go with this one's the only one that's 22 inches in the shop. I don't remember how much I have these in there for. Maybe $6.50. Thanks, Sassy. It's been an ongoing thing. I've been hospitalized twice because of this issue, and I just want it to be over, but I don't think it was fixed. So we are going to get a second opinion from the Mayo Clinic, and we'll go from there. I'm loving how this 22-inch strand from the shop looks. This is the only, I have a lot of different chevrons in the shop. This is the only one that's strung like this, and it says 22 inches. I think this is the mixed chevron number 3 in the shop, but this is the one that I really, really like going with this because I like how the blues are hitting all these other colors. So I'm just going to open it. I guess it doesn't really matter which end I open it from. And I mean, you could get 3 strands and you're going to get a lot of the same same beads, but then you're going to get different beads too. So, all right. Thank you, Blue Dove. You guys are so sweet. And I wanted to get some of this wood in here. Oh, that's really pretty. I should have put wood beads on here. Dang it. It's okay. I like these cones. Maybe I'll do the cones at the back. I don't know. But I like these saucer beads. You see these a lot on older vintage wood necklaces. So when I see interesting or intriguing beads on vintage necklaces, I just grab them because sometimes they're only a few dollars. Sometimes you can get them for like 25 cents. Depends on where you're shopping, right? I really like these cones, or they're bicones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we have any other ones? I do. 9, 10. All right, and I don't know if I really want this lighter color or if I want to go with the darker color, but I think maybe the lighter color is going to be cute. Yeah, these just came from a necklace that I took apart. Somebody said I hadn't seen a wooden cone before. Oh, thanks, Sassy. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, thank you. Everybody's so sweet. Oh my goodness, Sandra. That's a lot of surgeries. Whew. I feel like my 3 haven't been as bad now that you said you had so many. Okay, now I have I wanted to do this. I wanted to do maybe a couple strands on this. Oh, that's so sweet. I wanted to do I was thinking about doing like the gooseberries up the side, like a few strands of the gooseberries, and then come together with these. But then I saw these, and now I am just trying to figure out what I want to do. So we're in brain mode here. Like, I don't want to just do one. Like, that's just boring, right? Like, one is just boring. So maybe we'll do, that's what we'll do. Okay, so I need some soft flex because it's pretty. And I have a lot of soft flex. And I have a lot of turquoise. So we'll just use the turquoise. Okay, how's that sound? I'm thinking. Sorry guys, I know what I want it to look like, but I'm trying to think about how is the best way to go about it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna cut 3 pieces. 1, oop, 2. I could not, Sassy, but that's not what I really want to go with soft flex. I was thinking about doing that with maybe some Eslon, but Eslon, I need to get on a needle. It's just annoying. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, I'm gonna find a soft flex crimp, possibly. I had them out. Oh, there they are. Okay, put a couple soft flex crimps out there. And I'm gonna put all 3 in one of these. It's gonna be annoying, but we can do it. And I'm gonna move them down a little bit. Okay. I'm missing the combo here. Yeah, we'll get some turquoise in there. Yeah, the green with the wood and pops of colors would be nice. The olive green gooseberries. Y'all are liking that green. Okay, and then I'm going to squish and turn and squish again. Squish one more time. Okay, so we've got 3 connected here. And then I'm gonna just pick one. I'm gonna just pick one to be like, I'm gonna keep that one and I'm gonna trim the other 2. Okay. Ooh. Please be careful while you do this. Don't mess up your, like, good thing I haven't strung anything, so I'm not really messing it up if I mess it up, but come down here, squish, or not squish, trim. Okay. And then I'm gonna put on another crimp. Do I want to, I think I want a wire guard. Let me see if I can find a silver wire guard. Sometimes I can find them like right away. Oh, I did. And sometimes I can find them never. I have bright silver. I want the darker silver. Oh, I do have them. Yay, we did it. I can't believe we're still on this same necklace, but you know, YOLO. Do people say YOLO anymore? Okay. So I'm going to put on my crimp. I'm going to put on 1/2 of my wire guard, and then I'm going to slip my wire guard. Hopefully it's big enough. I think I need to open this up a little bit. There we go. Actually, I think I can put it on the wire guard, or the wire guard on without the wire in it. So let's see if we can. I don't use these a whole lot, so it's like the blind leading the blind here. Somebody's birthday. Whose birthday is it? Oh, Leah. Happy birthday. then I'm just going to kind of squeeze that a little bit so it becomes kind of like a jump ring, and it's not going to come undone while I'm trying to get my wire in. Okay, so we already have the crimp on my wire. I'm going to go through my wire guard, back around. I know it's a little fuzzy, so I'm trying to get it close here, and then back up. And then I'm going to take my tail and pull. Okay. And then, oop. Now this is creating a lot of like silver right here, so I'm going to at the end find a crimp cover that'll fit and will be good as new. And then squish. Turn. Come on, Brittany. Squish. And squish. And then we'll trim. So now we have 3 strands of which we can work on. And I did, you can just use, you know, not do it like that and just use jump ring. You can do so many different things. Okay, there's a lot of birthdays going in up here. Sorry, I'm going back through your comments. Remind me of Chinese hats. Yeah, they do look like Chinese hats. Happy birthday, Angel. Everybody's birthday. July babies. You guys got a good birthstone. Okay, so we have 1/2. I'll do the other half later. I just don't want to do that all over again. And then I'm going to grab my saucers or my little, no, I don't want to use those. These, I'm trying to find one of my open. The thing is, I open a bunch of these strands and then I can never find the one I was working from. So I got to open another strand. It's annoying. All right. Now, these are not available in the shop. There is a similar one, or there was a similar one earlier today. It's a like 4mm saucer. They're a little bit different than that, but very similar enough. All right, I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to move that. I want to get this open. We're making a necklace, Julie. We've already done this to the pendant. Took a long time. We're having fun. Now I'm doing 3 strands over here. Oh, I wonder if I had a big enough bead. Oh. What if? I'm trying to think if I have a bead that's big enough. I can go over our part that already has the crimps. The bead that can go over the crimps, so I don't have to use a crimp bead later. Crimp cover later. Let's go with this guy. This is just a mix that I had in my stash. Okay, so I'm gonna gather all 3. Ah, Karen, that's funny. Okay, put this on. And move that down. See now? That, well, we might need 2. Yeah, we'll do 2. Do I have 2 more of those? I do. There we go. Julie, I don't remember those. You'll have to send me a picture. So we're just kind of covering up our connection point with these beads. I like that better than getting a random bead cover later. And then I am going to put on, where did my black spacers go? Here we go. A couple of these. each strand. Thanks, Robin. Julie, I'm sorry, I can't even remember a piece I made last week. Goodness. And there we go. Okay. It's funny, sometimes I'll see somebody wearing something like, oh, where'd you get that? Brittany, you made me this. I did? No wonder I like it so much. All right, so we have our little black spacers, and then I'm gonna go into some chevrons, and I am not caring as long as I don't, like I don't even care that those are 2 blues in a row. And then I'm gonna put on a spacer. I'm doing like 3, okay? Like three's my number. And then I'll put on a couple of these magnesites. And then another one, and then we'll go into 3 more chevrons. So this is a very, very, very colorful necklace. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do that on all 3 strands. So it's just gonna get a little quiet here. What did I miss? Stephanie says I take photos of everything. I try to take photos of everything. Like a lot of my stuff that I made like 5 or 6 years ago that never did a video of, I don't remember. Like I know I've made like stretch bracelets here and there. I've done, you know, crazy stuff here and there. And I'm like, oh, that looks familiar. Did I make you that? Yeah. Oh, cool. No wonder I like it. Orange. And see where we're at. I love how colorful this is. I love this. It's like a really colorful like rug. And then I'm just gonna let that guy hang out there for a minute and do the exact same thing on the next 2 strands. And some of these beads have some chips or they're not perfect. I don't care. I love stuff like that. Okay. Oh, I forgot the wood bead part. Dang it. All right, I'm going to back some of these beads off. Not this side, but I had an idea for those wood beads, so I got to get that in there. All right, so I did 2 sets on this one wire. You got to be patient because then by this point we've already been working on this necklace for a while, and everything, like all the little extra pieces, are starting to get on my nerves. Okay. This guy. Do a red and a yellow. Aw, thanks, Leah. What else we got going on? Oh, Buchanan, want to thank you for introducing me to bead shops, tools, ideas. Your wallet doesn't really love me, but you do, so that's good, right? That's so sweet. Oh, I want this one.
Now, I need to take a couple off of that first one. So I did 2. Okay, 1, 2. Take this guy off. All right, so then we have our wood bead. I'm gonna grab all 3 of these. Oh, well, this is gonna turn out. I might need to put on an extra brass bead or 2 here. Keeps you out of the box. You guys are funny. Aw, adds a cart. That's our motto, Angela. Aw, thank you, Nancy. Yeah, this is gonna go with everything. Like, I'm wearing a bright orange dress right now. It's gonna go with it. All right, so, okay. See how that's, I don't really love how it's buckling like that. That means one of them is shorter than the others. And I need to get like a couple more of my spacers in there, but that's where we're gonna go. Like, we're gonna do some wood, and then we're just gonna go into another section of glass beads after that wood beads on. So I think I'm gonna do 3 of these. Oh, thanks, Angela. We've got an Angela and an Angel, and I know both of you from my bead group, so one name pops out for the other one. All right. One more. This one needs 2. Yeah, I love the cluster look too, Leah. Okay. Thanks, Kim. This is like what I want to do in videos, but then I like have limited time, and to edit a video for a necklace like this would be a nightmare. So that I'm just doing it all live, and we're just getting all the mistakes and everything in there, and I don't have to worry about editing. Oh gosh, what did I do here, guys? Look at that. Look at that. It takes a lot of pressure off that I don't have to edit it. I could be a little bit more complicated on a live than I would filming, because I just, editing, I hate it. Like, it stifles my creative process because I hate it so much. Ugh, look at that. I love that. That makes me so happy. Does that make you happy? A little cluster of beads with our little wood bead. I don't know. Do I want a brass bicone on here now? I have brass bicones, I think. Let's see. Yep. I just gotta make sure I have one for the other side. Now this is gonna be a little annoying because these brass bicones are hollow. And I feel bad, but we might not finish this necklace on the live because we just have to do the exact same thing on the other side, and that's gonna be annoying. And I wanted to get making, I wanted to make something with those new mud cloth pieces before we ended, and we're already at an hour and a half. Can you believe that? Here we go, all 3. And then I'm gonna do another wood. Thank you, Marie, you're so sweet. I wish I could do, honestly, I wish I could do lives like every week. I wish. It would just be so much fun. I get so much energy from chatting with people about beads. Like, I don't care what we're talking about. So that I get to talk to you guys for like 2 hours about beads just fills my cup. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Okay. So then we're just going to go back and do another set of our chevrons. Yeah, time does fly when you're having fun, Angel. And then I'm going to go into my chevrons here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm really not caring. I like the deep blue the most, so I'm going for those over the other ones, but I'm not like avoiding anything, except for maybe there was like a gray one that I just didn't feel like was the vibe. Oh, no, I only want one of these. But for the most part, I'm going for whatever colors, because they're just, oh, pink and red together is fun. Just fun. What did Julie say? Oh, Althea, you're so sweet. Yeah, Julie, I'm so lucky. P.S. Julie's the friend I was talking about earlier, if you didn't gather. Julie, you missed the fun, sweet memories that I was sharing. Okay. Do the orange and the green, and then we'll do another segment. Yeah, Julie is funny as heck. Unfortunately, I don't think I could have a live with Julie in my house because we don't use the best language. And Julie can't censor it. I think we've tried once while I was filming something and it wasn't live, and I was like, whoop, that's gonna get edited out. Everybody knew it was Julie, even though I didn't say her name earlier, so that's hilarious. No buffer, not at all. Yes, Julie is the one that tries to poach my beads. She doesn't try. She is successful at poaching my beads. Gotta love her. I mean, I don't know that you gotta love her, but I love her. We've been friends for 5 years. We met in Tucson at a Jesse James Beads retreat at the year of the pandemic, 2020. And we have been fast friends since. Yeah, we did meet through beading. Yeah, Julie, I already showed them the bead. Okay, so this is what happened. I was making this while Julie was sitting across the table from me, and she's like, I really like that bead. And I was like, good for you, Julie. And she goes, but can you make me one? And I was just like, I just mean mugged her. I just looked at her like, are you kidding? You're poaching my bead while I'm making the bead? While I'm literally still making the bead, you're talking about how it needs to go home with you? So as you can see, I had to make a second one because I knew she was gonna leave with it. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Lauren, I would, but, you know, I don't want to get blocked on YouTube by somebody who doesn't like strong language because you know what'll happen. All right, so I need to get out some more of these. This 22-inch strand is going to be really good for a multi-strand necklace like this. Yeah, I am a real friend. Mind you, that wasn't the only bead she walked out of here with. Like she did buy some beads from me as well. But I did gift her that bead. She walked away with the OG pair of these yesterday. So Julie was the first one to get her hands on those. Not yesterday, a couple days ago. Yeah, she is super talented. Okay. All right, I need another section of these. Purple and green, I guess. No. Do yellow? Is there yellow? I can't believe I'm finally using snake beads in a design and they're not metal. I've been trying to use my metal snake beads for years because I love them so much, and then every time I use them I'm like, no, I don't like how it looks, so I rip them off. And the ones that I'm using are dyed cheap magnesite. But they're pretty, right? Like it doesn't have to, the price of the beads doesn't matter as long as you like how it looks. Aw, thank you, Tina. Yes, these striped glass beads are in my bead shop at turquoisestreetbeads.com. These are the chevron mix beads number 3, the 22-inch strand. All right, we'll do 3 more. I think you're right, Terry K. Let's see. No, yeah, Sassy, she tried to get me to do several weaving projects. And I straight up quit mid-project. I was like, Julie, I don't want to do this anymore. She's like, are you serious? And I said, yes. I was the most serious I have ever been to her. I was like, This is dumb. I'm not doing it. I hate this. Let's do something else. And she just started laughing. What did Julie say? No, Julie, get out of here. I'll block you for a week or two until you forget about the necklace. That's funny. Julie would probably just come knock on my door like, hello, why'd you block me? You know darn well why I blocked you. Oh, I don't think that's the right size spacer. Those are my other spacers. All right, well, I gotta get more of these out. I have not blocked Julie ever. It's funny. I joke about blocking my sister all the time, which I would probably block my sister before I blocked my friend Julie. Don't, hopefully she never watches this video. But I joke about blocking people all the time. Like, if you don't do something I like, I'm gonna block you. And she just thinks it's the funniest thing, like you could block your sister. Julie's fun. Sure, I'll give you that. I think Goldie's getting a little huffy. She's like, Mom, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? I just remembered she existed because I heard her huff. You know how, like, you kind of get in the zone and you're, like, not paying attention to anything? I'm like, oh, there's somebody else living in my house and she has 4 legs. Lauren said, I hate bead weaving too. I knew you were my mentor when I heard you say that. Well, surprise, I did buy a bead weaving kit from Danielle Wicks because it was gorgeous. And I was like, you know what? In 10 years, when I finally want to bead weave something, I'll have this kit because it won't be around then. All right, so then we have our 3 strands. Oh gosh, isn't this just makes me so happy. And then I'm going to just kind of put this on a thing. Guys, I don't really want to make the other half of this necklace on the live. Are you going to be mad? It's a lot of work. How much time have we been on here? We've been on here. It's going to take more than 20 minutes to finish this necklace. So what I'm going to promise, I promise that I will finish this necklace. I will post photos of it. And even before we're finished today, I will hold it up to me so you can see where it's going. But isn't that just adorable? And then I'll finish it tonight. I just want to finish it in front of my TV watching my stories. And then I want to make something with this, with one of these earrings. So where did I put? Oh Lord, I already lost. Oh no, here it is. So I'm not really going to show you how to do this because I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory. I drilled a hole here. I drilled a hole here. I put some wire through. This is 24 gauge wire. Did like a stripe down, and then I did another stripe and beaded on a bunch of different beads that I really liked. Did another stripe and then kind of twisted them in the back, right? So then I can use this as a pendant. I can use this, if you get 2 sets, you can have 2 pendants and then a pair of earrings or whatever, right? And then eventually I'll just drill a hole right here at the top and use it as whatever. You can also kind of bend this if you have the wire in there and use that as a bracelet bar. Or you can use it side by side and use it as a pendant, right? So there's so many different things you can do. Julie, I hope you don't get mad, but I did make 2 other colorways. Julie got these, but I'm just obsessed with these other 2 colorways too. I want to make, let's make a pair of earrings. She said, what the heck? Yeah, and these colors popped out of my brain today. So I think yeah, they would make lovely barrettes. You're absolutely right. I already did something with this guy, so I'm gonna do something with one of the black and white and one of the black and red. I'm gonna grab a typically I would use my Dremel, but I'm gonna use my pin drill because it's easier. It's easier to maneuver in front of the camera than that big Dremel. So I'm just gonna, nope, 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 do this, get my drill bit in there. I got these drill bits for 10 bucks from Lowe's or Home Depot. I can't remember which one, but the pin drill I got on Amazon, it is in my Amazon storefront. And I want to see what bead do I want to use here. To use a chevron. So this is the chevron mix. No, gosh, Brittany. Chevron mix number 2. It's got all the different sizes. Trying to see if there's one on here that I want to use. Well, I guess I would have to get one that had 2 of the same. Oh boy. No, I don't have 2 of the same on here. So let me just find a chevron strand, because I have chevron strands in the shop. Hold on one second. Hold please while I go through my stash. Sorry, I have a bunch of chevrons behind me that were once in my shop. Oh my God, you guys. These freaking bracelets are in this dang drawer that I didn't go in. Oh, don't you remember at the beginning of, oh my God, I'm so mad. I just found the bracelets. I told you I was going to find them, and I just found the bracelets. No, I already got up and walked around. At the beginning, wasn't I whining because I couldn't find these bracelets? They were in this drawer with these stupid chevron beads, and now we've come full circle. We've come full circle. All right, sorry, I'm missing all your comments. Any good beady sales we should look for this week? You know what, I haven't been looking. I did get some from Beauty and the Bead. Not Beauty, yeah, I did get some from Beauty and the Bead. And I got some from Bargain Beadbox Bargains. So, isn't that funny? I'm so mad. Like, I'm happy that I found my bracelets, but dang it, they were in the stupidest place possible. Oh, I'm so angry. No, I don't want that one. Let's see, orange, no. Where did my red one go? I have a vision, and I'm trying to figure out what, oh, we'll use this, okay. Yep, you were so right, Marie. When I look for something else, literally 15 freaking minutes later, I'm annoyed, but I'm happy, but I'm more annoyed than I'm happy. All right, so I'm gonna grab this little chevron bead. I know some of you are like, that doesn't match. It's blue and black and red and white. What are you doing? I'm doing me, okay? I'm doing what I want to do. Oh, what would be fun? What if we did, like, made a paddle? I'm gonna grab some 18 gauge. Listen, there aren't any rules today, right? I'm gonna grab some 18 gauge art metal. Do I have my, yeah, I do have my hammer. I'm gonna cut off a piece. I have my block, and we're just gonna make some noise. Yeah, Brittany's bad for Brittany's budget. Tell me that I'm bad for my budget. You guys you should be happy I haven't been posting unboxings, because I have about 40 hauls that I could show you and you'd have no money. All right. I don't think I'm doing this right. I haven't done this in a while. Might want to turn down your devices. Okay, let's start over. That's not exactly what I wanted. I haven't done this in a very long time, guys. Budget schmudget, yeah. That's what you keep telling me, Julie. All right, so it's a little flat. A little, I guess I could keep hitting it. It just depends on like how long you want your paddle to be. Okay. I'm gonna grab, I think, one of these guys. Hopefully it fits through here. See how the paddle, I don't know if you guys can see that. So there's like a little bit left. I want to sand that or cut it a little bit because it's a little rough. I don't know that I have any, oh, I have a sanding block. Okay, I'm gonna put on my chevron. Isn't that fun? Although it's gonna be a pain in the butt to wire wrap this because it's such heavy gauge wire. Okay, I don't like that on top. I want something more of like a daisy or a flat or something. Ooh, what if we layered some bead caps? That's too big of a bead cap. I'm missing some combo while I'm trying to figure this out, so I'll have to come back and see what y'all are saying. That's fun. I love that. Okay, where's my pliers? Yeah, the unfortunate part about this chaos on the mat is it's not going to get cleaned up ever. Oh, Leah said, I've never thought about making paddle head pins. Oh my gosh, I missed a lot of chat here. Thank you, Heidi. Heidi's one of my friends too. Okay. Yeah, blue Sapphire said, or is it blue sapphire? Oh, okay, that's how, just sapphire spelled differently. Said, I swear daily that I won't buy more. It never works. Yep, that's my motto around here. No more beads. Oh no, Libby, you smushed your fingers. I've smushed my fingers too. Oh, thanks, Angela. Yeah, Karen, I feel you there. I buy a lot of stuff that's on sale too. Okay, so we're gonna just do a loop. I think I'm gonna try and wire. Do I want to wire wrap it onto here? No, I'll use a jump ring. I like using jump rings with polymer clay just because I'm so, even though it's my art, and I can make a new one, I would be so devastated if something that I worked hard on ripped and I just get nothing out of it going forward, right? So I'm just doing a wire wrap loop. Love this guy. He's a huge, like he's chunky. That's a chunky little guy. And then I'm gonna grab my trimmer. I love that. I love how chunky that wrap is. And then I'm gonna grab my pin drill. Actually, I want to find a jump ring first that works for this. Maybe this size. But we'll see. We might have to go a little larger. So I'm just going to find where I want my hole to go, and I'm going to push. Actually, I want it to be a little bit further down. And I'm just going to start drilling. And this is soft material. Like, this is pliable. These are so lightweight. I mean, like grams. They're not ounces, right? And they're pliable. They're bendable. Please don't bend your pieces once you get them. Like, if they're made well, they're supposed to bend, but like your pieces are going to last longer. They should be able to do something like that, but don't get your beads home and then start warping them unless you're changing your beads. You can do whatever you want that way, but like don't just start bending them around because Brittany said you could. All right, I need my other thing here. Gosh, I'm loving this. I am loving this. Put my jump ring in. I think this jump ring, yeah, that's not a big enough jump ring. Let's go with a bigger size here. I'm always sad that I don't wear earrings other than my gold balls because I want, like, this is so cool. This is so cool and I want to wear it, but even this would annoy my ears. Anything like heavy, anything with any kind of weight to it, it's gonna be annoying. Okay, so there's that. And then you can bead down the middle of it. You can punch big holes in it. You can paint it even more if you want to layer other paints. I would say you want to seal it. This is permanently on there, but seal any new paint that you would put on to these. Wire wrap around. Like, what if I grabbed some of the same color, right? And went around the bead with some other beads. So grabbing a chunk of my 24 gauge. Do I have little, gooseberries would work here. I'm just checking my seed bead drawer to see if I have anything that I would want to use. Gooseberries. Here they are. So if I'm looking at this mixed color gooseberry bead strand, there's some darker ones, some darker blues, some black and white. There's red, but there's a lot of red going on in these earrings already. And I'll just put on, let me see. I'm going to start by holding my wire on the back here and bringing it around just like 2 or 3 times. Okay. And then I'll put on one of my spacers, maybe 2 of my spacers, or smaller spacers, whatever, right? Like, just, it doesn't matter because it's going to turn out to be so gorgeous no matter what you do. Or, and then I can get some smaller seed beads in like a galvanized color. We got out 85,000 different beads today. Future Brittany's going to be very unhappy with past Brittany. So, did all my beads fall off? Yes. Okay. Let's try that again. So I put on one of these. Yeah, I think Julie just puts it on her regular Facebook page, but she puts up some really fun work pretty consistently. She's able to bang out these gorgeous necklaces. She just posted one that she made the pendant for at my house the other day. So if you're not following her already, she's a good one to follow. Okay, so then we're pulling that around. Look how fun that is. Oh my gosh. I love this. So then I'm going to come around again. I'm going to do one more stripe of beads. I'm going to go back into my black. I'm going to go into black this time. Blue. Seed bead. There we go. So the thing I really love about my pieces is you can absolutely just grab one, put it on an ear wire, make an earring, and you're good to go. Or you can go the extra mile, wire wrap it, do something, make extra holes, paint it again. There are no rules, like I said at the beginning of the show. All right, so the way that I get these to be secure is I'm going to hold this in place, and then I'm going to take my wire and put it under all the wraps that I've already done. And I'm going to grab it with my pliers and pull it tight, okay? I'm going to do that a couple times for each one. So that was the first one. No, Julie's not on YouTube. Part of the reason is because of what we were talking about with language earlier. But the other part is I don't think Julie likes doing videos, right? See, and then that gives you like a nice polish. Nothing is too sharp. Nothing's going to catch on a sweater. Nothing like that, right? And this is what takes your artisan pieces from artisan to like extraordinary, right? And then you can, you know, if you sell them or you wear them yourself or something like that, you can always say like, this is a joint effort with one of my favorite artists. I'm assuming I'm one of your favorite artists. Just kidding. I dropped something and the problem is I don't even know what it was because there's too much stuff on the ground. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this. I might have to make the second one and then I'll maybe sell this because I can't wear it and I don't want it just sitting in my house where it's not being seen, right? So there we go. Very easy. Took a little bit of time, but it's not difficult. You know, like good designs might take a minute, but it's not going to, you know, this is just a project for maybe your Monday afternoon. Do you guys like this as much as I like this? Who knew that black, white, red, blue, brass, and antique gunmetal would look good together like that? Julie says, I'll wear them. Aw, Laura, you're so sweet. Oh, yeah, Leah, I didn't really think about doing it this way, but I've definitely, I used to have a couple Zunis. I haven't come out with a new design with the Zuni, but I did wire wrap some of those. And the reason why I didn't really go with doing one like this in the shop this time already completed was because it takes a lot of time and I want these to be accessible to people. Yes, they're more expensive than regular pendants probably would be because they're handmade. But if I make something like this, it's going to be double or triple the price of what you can do customized yourself. So we're already at 2 hours. I haven't done anything with this one and I really want to. So y'all are just hostages until I'm done. I'm trying to think like, oh, you could do a bunch of holes this way and then kind of have this look, right? That would be fun. Thank you, Lauren. The clay is strong enough if you're not doing it too tight. Like I was very careful not to do this too tight to where the clay would bow or be misshapen. You have to work delicately with these things. It's not going to rip it though. Like I'm pulling on it. I'm not ripping it, but I don't really want you to be playing with your piece like this. You can manipulate it and then like it's a piece of art afterwards, right? Like you would treat it like you would a regular piece of jewelry. You're so funny. You guys are so funny. Thanks, Sassy Pants. Okay, so now I have had this idea for this one. What do I want to do with the black one? Anybody have ideas? Marie, you know, I'll combine your order if you decide to make them or decide to purchase them. If they're sold out, I'm going to put more in after this show. Let's see. I think I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to put another hole in this one. Today's the day of the fringe, I guess. Now, I'm saying it a couple times. In my Amazon storefront, there is a pin drill. And if it's not there, let me know so I can put it back in. Because if you have polymer clay pieces or you're getting into polymer clay, it's a really good tool to have. And it's a good tool that'll work on other mediums too. I can't think of any at the moment, but I know I've used it before. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Okay. I got these out earlier. I think we'll make a necklace with this. Why not? Right? Why not? Let me think. I gotta get a jump ring. I think I'm gonna get I don't know if the jump rings were the way that I'm going to go, but we'll see. The link should be in the description, Blue Dove, of this video, but it should be in the description of every video that I have. I put the link to my Amazon storefront. And it might be under like polymer clay tools because there are several different places within the storefront. All right. Let's see. You guys are so funny. Let me know if there's something like all the polymer clay stuff. I can pretty much make another one. Some I can't for some reason, like maybe I'm out of the paint or something. But all of the things that I unveiled today, I can make more of. So if it's sold, anything sold out, just shoot me a message. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Wherever you want to shoot me a message, like, hey, can you just please put another one in there? All right. So there's my pendant. Leah, you're funny. Thank you. I can't remember where. I think I might have gotten these from Chelsea's Beads. I think that's where I got those from. And then we're going to use, why don't we use some red soft flex, huh? I hate to do it because it's all I have, but I don't have any black soft flex. But isn't it fun? And we'll be able to see that really. Did somebody just say my wallet passed out? That is funny, Fran. Oh my gosh. I have never heard that before. That is so funny. Let me see if I have any black wire guards. I do. And somebody who asked about S hooks. Let me see if I have any S hooks that we can use on this. If not, I can make one. I just don't really want to. I don't think I have any black S hooks. I have a lot of like black or gunmetal clasps anyway. I don't have a black one. I don't really want to make one right now. Because the thing is, I don't make those very often, and I can't, like, I have to, like, think about how to make them every single time. So I think I'm just going to use a regular clasp. Okay, sorry, we're talking too much. Oh, do I have a soft flex? Oh, stink. Okay, these crimp beads. Do I have crimp tubes? Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I only have crimp beads. Oh, I have easy crimps in gunmetal, so we'll use that. These came from Beauty and the Bead Shop in black. All right, with this one, I'm not even gonna hook on my, I'm not gonna hook my wire onto the jump ring until later because I'm using a bead stopper, not a bead stopper, but wire guard. So I'll be able to just hook that on later. I'm not going to worry about that. Like, that'll just stress me out. I can fix it once I've finished crimping. I love this red cord with the black. And then I'm going to find my crimping pliers. Move that down as much as I can. And this one I put in the rounded part of the biggest rounded one, and squish. Okay, there we go. So we have that end, and I'm just gonna, I only have so much of this wire. I need to get more. Softflex, if you're watching, I would love some more wire. Everybody emailed them, like, Brittany really loves you. Can you please send her some wire? Don't bully people, please. Just kidding. All right, sorry. I'm just cutting off a piece here. And now I need to decide, am I going to do just these beads or am I going to do spacers between the beads? You know what I mean? Like, do I just want a whole bunch of red? Do I want black seed beads between them? What do I want? Let me look at my stash here. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see what else we have over here. I don't have a lot of like black seed beads, which is frustrating, but I do have black spacers. Oh, here's some black beads. All right, let's see. Oh, these are duos. That's not gonna work. We have these. No, I don't want those. Do I want to use? Oh. So these are the saucers in the shop, the 5mm saucers. Yes, Kim, some of the spacers, these little gears I think are in my shop. These spacers and there's one that's similar to this antique brass. I think there were actually a couple of those, but those might be sold out. There's one similar in there. Do I want to use this spacer or do I just want to use like a black spacer? I don't have a black spacer. Oh, oy, oy, oy. Let's see. Sorry, everybody. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm rifling through all my beads. Oh, would you look at that? I do have a black spacer. Those are the same ones, but in black. I think I'm sold out of these. I'm so sorry. And I can't get more until later this year. But when I have more, I will let you know. My supplier was, I cleaned them out the last time. All right, so we're going to put on a spacer. Would you look at the universe just showing up? Haven't looked at these black spacers in weeks. And then all of a sudden, they're like, hey, I'm right here, bro. I'm here to have you. I'm here to help you. All right, so I'm just going to put a spacer, a glass bead spacer until it's as long as I want it. Oh my gosh, this is going to be the coolest necklace. If I miss your comment, you can comment it again, by the way. Hey, guess what? Let's do, while we're already 2 hours in. Let me flip back to my face for a second. We're going to finish this necklace, don't worry. But let's do a, sorry, my blinds are just open and it's the middle of the afternoon. There we go. Let's do another giveaway. So I'm going to scooch back through the comments and then I'm just going to kind of scroll until I find one and land on one. And let's see, Leah's Jewelry and Gems is the winner this time. Leah's Jewelry and Gems. So we have Sandra and Leah at the end. Email me your addresses at Brittany Chavers, CHAVERS.studio@gmail.com. Look at this beadboard. Look at this beadboard. Like, isn't that a vibe? Okay, where did my wire go? That's the other vibe. It's like, who knows what's going on. All right, so Leah and Sandra are the two winners so far. I think we're going to do another giveaway by the end. And then what I'll do is like a video with an actual, so you guys got to watch out for tutorials or something later this week, and I'll do a giveaway for 25,000 subscribers because I want everybody to have the chance to participate. Not everybody has the chance to watch a 2-hour, 3-hour long live. So if a video's up, you guys have the chance. You just got to take the time to watch it. Aw, I'm so happy you're happy. Thank you, Karen. This necklace is like, am I a bad bead mom if I say I like this one more than the one that I worked so hard on earlier? I love them both, just not equally. This is coming coming together so pretty. Don't you love it when it's like serendipitous? You're like, oh, that bead just popped right out at me right when I needed it. Black, white, and red were my 3 favorite colors when I was like 10. I wanted a black bedroom, and my dad was like, are you freaking crazy? Like, we're not painting your bedroom black. I was just like, okay. So I got gray. Well, just the first of many disappointments. But anyway, I really liked Mickey back then too. So I had a Mickey border at the top, and I had gray walls, and I just loved black, white, and red. I don't know when that changed. I started hating red at some point because it just made me angry. But like now, I really enjoy red for certain things. Like I don't wear it, but I'll wear red jewelry. Does that make sense? Like I won't wear the color red. It just makes me look too yellow. But my skin tone just doesn't go well with red. It goes well with orange. All right, we're getting there. We still got a few more beads here. I love these little like bean beads. I don't even know what these are. Oh, that's cool. Well, one time when I was an adult, I painted my room bright green, bright lime green, or like, it was like, it wasn't chartreuse, it wasn't lime, it was like in between. And then one time in a different place, I took a Post-it, a turquoise Post-it to Home Depot, and I said, match this color. And they were like, are you sure? And I said, yes. And I got home and my room was turquoise. It was so bright. And my mom, this was when I still lived with her, so I was like, I don't know, like 20. And she was like, okay, girl, you do you. So I got it out of my system. Now everything, all the walls in my house are white. I don't have one painted room in this house, and I'm not trying to change that anytime soon. All the chaos is in all the stuff I have. Oh, we have little Molly. That's cute. I'm sorry she's scared. Okay, let's see. We still have enough. Yeah, we got plenty. I think I'm gonna put 2 or 3 more on this side, and then we'll start on the other side. I believe you, Karen. That's why my dad didn't want me to paint it black, because he didn't want to have to paint it some other color when I changed my mind. I never changed my mind. I moved out of that house at some point, but yeah. Maybe one day I'll get a black room. I did see a really cool room on Pinterest that was like a black office. And I was like, huh. For like 5 seconds, I really wanted a black office. But then I was like, you have all white furniture, you dummy. You're not going to paint all your furniture black. Okay, so there's this side. I'm going to put a bead saver on, and then we're going to bead up the other side after I attach this to my jump ring. If I can find the opening part of my jump ring. Okay, I'm not dealing with him right now. Oh, I have to. I have to do it on the left side. It got stuck. There we go. It's CHA, V as in Victor, ER, S as in Sam. There's a link in the description of this video to my Facebook page, which is the same name as my Gmail. So if you need the spelling, it's there as well. Okay, where's the end? Where's my bead strand? Okay, we'll put this through here. That's funny. Okay. And if you're watching the replay, thanks for sticking through already over 2 hours worth of beading. Hopefully you're not bored to death, but we're having fun over here. Okay. There we go. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. Where's my soft flex? Here it is. I don't want to go to work tomorrow, guys. Like, could I please like win the lottery or something between now and tomorrow morning, so we don't have to go to work. This is silver. I'm looking for my, oh boy, the, whatchamacallits. The rest of these, the easy crimps, I lost them because, oh, here they are. That's silver and that's the gunmetal. I guess my gunmetal and my silver were mixed up. Okay, and where did I put my, here it is. Oh, Angela, you're so sweet. Okay. And if I didn't say it before, with your easy crimps, you want to make sure that the rounded portion, I don't know if you guys can see that, is towards your beads, because that'll cup the beads. It's kind of just a design look. And then the flat portion's towards your connection point. Christine, I feel ya. She said, I'm at work right now. I'd love to go home. I work from home, but like also still don't want to go to work. I just want to be free to hang out with y'all. I would do this every day if I could, or at least like 4 times a week. It's so fun. This is not working to me, you know? Like preparing for one of these lives is a lot of work, but the actual live itself is so fun and energizing. I think I said that earlier. Okay, so then we're gonna squish. And I'm going to cut this off my spool. Actually, I'm not gonna cut this off my spool because there's not a lot left. I'm just gonna take it off my spool. And we're just gonna bead. Let's get this out of here. How many were on here? So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 2, 3, 6, 14, 16, 18. Wow, I did a really good job. We'll have 1 bead left over. Okay. It'll be a little bit faster going this way. No, it's not out of the question, Tara. I really want to do them all the time. It's like, this is so much fun. I just, finding the time to coordinate them, have an original idea to do it. I know sometimes it seems like I'm designing on the fly, but I did have in mind that I wanted to do this pendant today and something with these earrings. So getting ready, making the pieces, you know, I just don't want to waste your time. Does that make sense? But yes, I would love to do something like this every other day or every day or something like that. It would involve me putting on makeup way more than I wanted to, though. But I'll do that for you guys. You guys are worth it. I'm not coming on a live without makeup. Well, if we find that bead daddy that we talked about earlier in the live, then maybe I'll be able to do it. But we've got some really specific parameters around that, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. Okay. Yes, you could, Angela. Or you could at least tag along with me. Libby, you say that, but then I look like every bit of a monster without it. That's for sure. All we're heading in on the last few of these beads here. Listen, Terry, I'm at the, oh, look what I did, talking too much. I'm at the top of the list of the people who want it. My real boss might have something to say about that, though. Right? But I do, you know, a lot of you could hop over to JTV because I am live there every Sunday. I'm just saying, I post the link every Sunday. I'm live over there. You can hop on. You don't have to shop if you don't want to, but you get to hang out with me and chat. It's nice if you shop, it'll keep me employed with them. But, you know, you don't have to shop every show. Okay, we're heading in. I think there's only 2 left. Karen, it's 5 p.m. Eastern every Sunday on jtv.com/extra. Why do I keep doing this? And if you watch it on your browser, I'm able to see your comments. If you watch it on Facebook, I can't see the comments until after the show. So if you watch it in the browser, then I can respond to you and we can chat. I know several of you do watch every Sunday, though. Yeah, Leah, you and me both, sis. Okay. One more, and then I'm going to count just to make sure I didn't mess up my count. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yep. I'm going to move my wire inside of these beads and then trim. Yep, Judy, I know you're there. Nicole's there. Katie's there sometimes. A lot of you. Auntie M's there. Lots of you are there on Sundays. Chandel's there sometimes. Okay. Bead stuffer. Nobody's seen it without makeup, so that's not happening. I go out to the store without makeup these days, but not live YouTube. Okay, we'll put this. Yep, Tina's there. Tona's there. Marie, Mary, Mari. Lots of M's are there usually. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure this is the length I want it. You can either add or subtract length. Oh no, this is perfect. I'm not really wearing the neckline for this necklace today, but it's really fun. That's funny, Angela. Okay, so I'm going to grab a jump ring and a clasp. Oh boy, here's a jump ring. Here's a clasp. Oopsie. Now, I'm not doing the wire guards on the back because I wanted it to look prettier on the front. I don't care what the back looks like. Right? Like, who cares? If you're behind me, big deal. All right, so then I'm going to put on my clasp on my jump ring. Oops. Always make sure your clasp opens. It does. Thanks, Libby. Yeah, I love this. This actually turned out 100% better than I thought it was going to because I didn't know what I was going to do with that bead, the focal. I was like, oh, I can make 3 pairs of earrings, but showing you don't have to make earrings. You can make a pendant. And all of these go on that, you know, African mud cloth vibe. Oh, where's my clasp? Oh, not clasp. We need more crimps. Can somebody come be my assistant and clean all this up for me, please? Thank you. I'm a little sad about how much I got to do to clean this up. All right, we'll come through here. Karen. No, Myra, I'm sorry. These were just from my stash. I just found them on the desk when I was looking around earlier. That's why sometimes I don't like do videos because I'm like, oh, I don't know where I got these. I think I got these at Chelsea's Beads, but they sell out of their beads And I'm not even 100% sure that's where I got them. So I'm like 85% sure that's where I got them. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's Goldie's dinner time. That's why she's flipping out behind me. Okay. So make sure that's not in a straight line. Pull it so you don't have any gaps. This is so cool. I love this. And squish. Trim. And then go. Yeah, she's a hungry girl. Oh, hey, I think it's Rebecca. I always think I'm talking about it, or say that I have the right name, but I think that's Rebecca. Aw, Tammy. And then we'll do the other side. So put on my I can't think of the right words now. I've been talking for too long. This is definitely the longest live we've ever done. We've gone, that's almost 2.5 hours at this point. Actually, we're past we just hit past 2.5 hours. But we've made some freaking cool stuff. Yay, I'm glad I got it right. Come back through. My back's a little sore from hunching over making all this jewelry. I'm gonna have a workman's comp claim at the end of this. Okay. Pull this. Oh God, she's chewing on something. And there's nothing that she should be chewing on. What are you chewing on? Hey. What are you eating? Spit it out. Spit it out. Come here. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. She's got something in her mouth. She should not have it in her mouth. What's in your mouth? Give me that. Give me that. What's wrong with you? Don't do that. It's like I have a child. She had some like kind of cloth in her mouth and she was trying to swallow it. Like, no, don't like have some self-preservation, dog. All right. Like as I'm actively trying to take it out of her mouth, she's still chewing it. Squish. Thanks, Katie. Trim. We finished a project. And I know it looks simple, but like this is so gorgeous. I'm stunned at this necklace. It's so pretty. Okay, there we go. There she is. Yes, I will try and get her to come over the camera, Terry K. All right, so you're gonna see my ceiling for just a minute. Oops, there I am. Oh, I got this thing in my face. Sorry. All right, so let's see. Sorry, my the sun is right there. I think I can pick this up without messing it up. This is the first necklace. I'll finish it, I promise. And then I'll post pictures of it, but it's so cool. I love it so much. Oh, I love it. I don't know if I can get this necklace off without it getting tangled in my hair, because that's always a thing with my jewelry. I want to show you the other necklace. Oh my God, my ring's stuck in my hair. Bye. This one's one of my all-time favorite necklaces. And then we have this, obviously I wouldn't wear with an orange. I mean, it's very close to the color that I'm wearing, but this is red and I'm wearing like a rust orange color. Oh, and did I put it on backwards? No. It's so cool. Wearing this with like a black or a white shirt. I think like a black shirt would be really fun. I love this so much. And it's very lightweight. Like these glass beads are a little heavy, but this is very lightweight. Like that's not gonna add any weight to anything. My hair all over the place. So I love that. I love that so much. All right, and then here's my earring. I'm gonna have to make, hopefully somebody will buy them, a second one of this one and put it in my shop because I worked hard on this and I think it's really pretty. I don't think you can see how really pretty it is unless you're in person, but this is black and blue. So they're black and blue beads. We've got that beautiful blue chevron on the bottom. I don't know why it's fuzzy. And then obviously I showed this one several times. That's it. Where's Goldie? Goldie, come here. Come here. Everybody wants to see you. Yeah, I yelled at you. You're not very happy, are you? Come here. Sorry, give me one. Come here. Come here. Everybody wants to see you. There she is. There she is. She looked at me like, I'm sorry I had something in my mouth, Mom. She was like this, squinting at me. Thanks, Tina. Hey, look at, is that you on the screen? Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't have any teeth, so her tongue hangs out. Yeah, it's time to eat dinner, huh? Well, thanks for hanging out with me for 2.5 hours. Can you believe it? I was like, oh, we'll probably go 2 hours. And then I made the most complicated necklace on the planet. But I promise once I finish it, hopefully today or tomorrow, I'll post pictures of it. I had so much fun. Like I said, I wish I could do this every day. Check out the items in the shop. If there's anything missing or like sold out that's something that I make, like one of my artisan pieces, let me know. I might be able to make it a more, if the surfboards or whatever y'all are calling them are sold out, I'm going to put more in. We've got lots. I've got a lot of beads at this house that need to go in the bead shop. It just takes some time. Oh, everybody's saying hi. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Althea. You guys are so fun. I'm glad you guys had so much fun. And then what was the last thing I wanted to say? I can't remember. I was just about to tell you something else. Anyway, there'll be a new tutorial up tomorrow. I think it'll be curated bead box. I haven't opened it yet, so I got to either film it tonight or tomorrow. But anyway, I'm so excited. Hopefully 25,000. Oh, duh, we're going to do another giveaway. Goldie, we're going to put you down. Unfortunately, I can't send you the dog. She's mine. But let me do another giveaway. I'm going to scroll and then close my eyes. 1, 2, 3. Lauren Dorman won. Lauren, are you still here? Lauren, are you still here? If you're still here, you won. If you didn't, I'm pulling somebody else. If you're not, I'm pulling somebody else. Let's see. I'll give you a couple seconds to respond. Thank you, everybody. I'm not seeing a response. If she's not here, I'm going to pull somebody else. And Julie said I'm still here. Julie is exempt. Uh-oh, she's not responding. She might have already signed off. Oh, she's here. Okay, good. So email me at Brittany Chavers. It's CHAVERS .studio@gmail.com with your address. And so you, Leah, and Sandra won the live giveaway. And I will be putting up a giveaway on the channel sometime this week. The thing is, you have to watch the videos to find out when I put a giveaway in, because I don't put it in the titles because we get too many scammers in the comments. And I will never ask you to send me money to send you a prize. I mean, if you're buying stuff in my shop, I'm going to say you have to send me money. But if you won something, I'm not going to tell you. You have to pay shipping or anything like that. So if somebody tells you something like that, you're being scammed, right? All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you have a good evening. I'm going to go eat with my dog, and I hope you have a fantastic week. See you, everybody.
Laura said I was prepared to accept on Lauren's behalf. I love that for you. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.